วัสดีจ้า
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to
เรา
be
จะไปคุยกับเซบาสเตียน
Can you eat a Chinese chomping parrot?
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
ว่าหนุ่มน้อยเซทิน
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people
จับวิทยา
realize.
ศาสตร์มืด
The
จ้า
Gaunts
สอน
know
ทัน
this
ที
better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it, if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse, also known as the torture curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
ทายกรีดแทง
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting us on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous, he was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
โอเคก็แค่นี้เบื่อกินอะไรอยู่จ้า
Revelio.
สวัสดีทุกคน วันนี้จะมาปราศัยอีกฮัลโหลฮัลโหลหนึ่งสองคุณแจ
Off on another adventure.
Revelio.
วิ่งไปไหนแล้วแสดงตัวสวัสดีฮะสวัสดีฮะ
Revelio.
Revelio
Confringo.
Revelio.
อุ๊ยใส่กุญแจไว้ตัว
Alohomora.
โชว์สกิลหัวขโมย สหลักเลยละกัน ไปหาน้องป๊อปปี้
I've always said that travel broadens the belly.
ใส่ชุดให้สมกับเป็นนักเรียนหน่อยดีกว่า เสื้อนี้น่ารักดี
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best-kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
ทำไปเลยจ้ะ
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose
คุ
to
ณเซนทอ
wander
ขอ
here.
ผ่านทางหน่อยค่ะ
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
were certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
โดนลากกินใน
It
น้ำ
seems
เล
that a
ย
lot of these have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts.
อ๋อ
Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
ฆ่าสัตว์เอามาทำหนังไอ้พวกชั่วภาพตัดไปเรายังไปไล่ฆ่าหมาป่าอยู่
Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here, all sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
ฉันก็เหมือนกันป๊อปปี้เราเรียน
Revelio.
เงินยัง
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
วาร์ปกันก็ได้วาร์ปแปลว่าหายตัว
Revelio.
ตามมาตามมาตึกตึกตึกตึก
Revelio.
เฮ้ยนี่มันจะสงสัย
Mr. Tellus.
เฮ้ยไปแล้วเดี๋ยวอันนั้นไม่เห็นเพื่อนชนพังเลยถังอ่ะ
Revelio.
So we're all me lads in Rookwood Tom's glade.
ร้องเพลงร้องเพลงเฉยร้องเพลงสบายใจ
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Revelio.
Revelio.
เต้นนี้มีอะไร
Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
แล้วมันใหญ่เกินไป
Are those dragons?
เราไปเอาน้องเป็นความรู้กัน
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Revelio.
Revelio.
Don't know what Victor was sinking straight in a bug.
Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is right.
แข็งโป้ไปแล้ว
Revelio. Revelio.
Ôi, น้องโดนขังอยู่ วันนี้แหละน้องๆจะเป็นไทย
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
อย่าทำน้อง
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her out, shall we?
Revelio.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
ขโมยแอปเปิ้ลกินด้วยเลยว่าทำไมมันเดินช้าอย่างงี้
Alohomora.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Revelio.
Am I supposed supposed to be impressed.
Don't think you'll get it out of here. What have you done?
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Stop right. I'll check your pockets for miserable weed. Never mind vegetables. Hey, what am I on? You will fall!
เอานี่ไป
Enjoy suffering, do ya? Vegetable weed.
Time to teach someone a lesson.
Who taught you that?
Hardly. Let's see you survive that heat.
Tricky little kid. Nothing more than luck. Avoiding our problem. Marvelous strike.
แค่เดียวไม่ได้
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
ต้องเป็นอิสระ
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out. Was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
I pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain.
Revelio.
We need to talk.
We need to talk. Okay.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Revelio. So this is the underground harbour. The Grey Lady. I'd say hello, but she doesn't seem particularly social.
น้องให้เป็นหนีไปเฉยใส่ขี้อาย หายตัวแต่หน้าตาไม่รู้เลย ไม่รู้เลยว่าจะแอบมาเปิดกล่อง
Revelio.
Revelio. ทำไปแล้วปะหรือยัง ท
Revelio.
Wow, vòng rồng. Ini sudahอะไร
Revelio. Revelio.
แสดงว่าต้องมีกุญแจอันนี้
Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs.
นั่นไงจะเข้าไปไง
English swine! What do you say? Mr. 5000?
ไม่มีคาถาดับไฟ
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
โอ้นักตีต้องการ
Can
ฉั
we
น
reach the three broomsticks? May finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Got it.
Revelio.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
เธอมาทำอะไรที่นี่นะดูสิ
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
The pepper up potion.
I'm afraid the answer was Felix Felicis. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Horcruxes.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Quick work with this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
ตรงนั้นมันไม่กระจก
Lumos.
โอ้นี่น่าจะหาง่ายปะ
Revelio.
ไปทางนั้นปะเฮ้ยเดินติดอะไรก็ไม่รู้นี่ไง
Lumos. Revelio.
ว่าแต่ตรงนั้นมันไปยังไงอ๋อเวียนหัวทำไมบันไดต้องวนเนี่ยเข้ายังไง
Lumos.
เดินไปไม่กระดาษนี้มาของเต็มได้มาเยอะจัง7 เพชรแล้วแล้วค่อยเอาไปขายแล้วกัน ไปเข้าเรียนก่อนดีกว่าเฟซอยู่ไหนนะ Transfiguration Classroom
What are you up to now? Revelio.
Who would have thought someone as young as me could save my uncle's life?
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. It's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
Revelio.
Aloha Mora.
ก็คืออาจารย์วิสลีย์คือนั่งอยู่ตรงนั้นแล้วก็แอบเข้ามาไม่แอบอะ เห็นจะเลยปลดล็อกขโมย
Revelio.
บ้านอันไหนมีสีเขียวนี่กดเก็บมาก็คือสีเขียวเหมือนกันโอเค
Revelio.
It warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say, blossom.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Yes, the transformation spell. But first, I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks which will help you to complete your field guide. Attend my transfiguration class once you've done them, and we can begin the lesson.
โอเคค่ะเดี๋ยวเรารอตรงนี้เลยแล้วเอ๊ะทำไมเธอมาถึงเร็วจังฉันนอนที่นี่นะ
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
เป็นผีเสื้อ
Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
ถามเราอีกไม่
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by wand lore, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
ใครไปที่เขาแล้ว
I
กันไม่มี
I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
OWL ลองใช้สิไปช่องนี้กันครูดาวนานอยู่เด้อ
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Plan for the help had failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
กับปริกุเฮ้ยเขื่อนหลักเพิ่มมาซ่อมวิ่งจะได้เรียนคูซิโอแล้ว ไปเลยอันไหนใกล้สุดอันนี้เหรอ Crucio Imperio Avatar get overอุ๊ยทำไมนายเดินอย่างนั้นล่ะ เซบาสเตียนฉันกำลังไป
Revelio.
ไม่ได้ยินเสียงกุญแจเลยคิดไปเองไม่ได้คิดไปเองรอด้วยไปไหนโอ้โหทำไมต้องบินซิกแซก
Revelio.
You're here. Brilliant.
ฉันนอนรอนายเลยนะ
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
เคยโดนจับได้มาครั้งหนึ่งแล้วไงเจ้าพีชนะ
There he
เดิน
is.
คนนี้ไม่ได้เหรอ
Good luck.
โอเค
What are you doing here?
ดีจ้า
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to
มีเวลา
now?
สัก2-3
I
นาที
owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about... What was it? Scriptorium?
He told you about that?
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very
ก็
corridor.
พวกคนอื่นนอกจาก
She
ป้า
wrote
คือ
regularly to my
ครั้ง
father
เดียว
about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished.
สมกับเป็นเซริทรี
No one else ever tried to enter.
That is a bit unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory. Get you answers about Slytherin, and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian, over here.
เฮ้ยนี่คือ
These
อะไรอะ
braziers
Free
rise
them.
up the scriptorium.
Your share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to
Revelio.
hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
ไม่
Well,
อยากแวะจัง
three heads are better than one.
Its two heads are better than one.
And by that logic, three is better than two. Simple mathematics, Ominous.
อันนี้นี่เองของเต็ม
Revelio.
Remember, 3 braziers are involved.
Someone was actually listening.
I do that.
Confringo!
Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
A journal entry. Signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here.
I know. She was my aunt.
Reparo.
You knew? Didn't tell me. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
แต่เราแรงกว่าปะแต่น้องลอยเป็นมนต์โบ
Never
ราณ
mind.
Revelio.
Revelio.
There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from closed, and there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
อ้าวทำไมไม่โดน
Incendio. Revelio.
อ้าวมันอยู่อีกฝั่งเลยว่าแต่มันมืดไปหน่อยไหม
The brazier. When the door closed, it lit up.
This journal entry. Dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it.
Alright.
That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio.
อยู่ก็พุ่งใส่ ฮ่าฮ่าฮ่ามันไม่ทางไหนประตูนี้เปิดยังเลยอ๋อดูตามฉากหลังนี้สินะ
Lumos.
นั่นคือตัวอะไรวะนะตัวมันหนูกับสี่เหลี่ยม
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work.
มาเป็นชั้นแตกแก้ได้
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
เฮ้ยไม่กินอยู่ข้างนั้นหรอเอ๊ะอันนี้เปิดประตู
Revelio.
อ้าวแล้วเมื่อกี้ทำไมเราเก็บไม่ได้
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
สองแฉกก็ ทำ
That's
ดู
the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
อ๋อมองไม่เห็นมืด
Lumos. Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
ไหนอะโอ้ shit ไม่เจอ
This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised. We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
อ๋อก็ถูกมันไม่ใช่เหรอทำไมเด้ไม่ใช่เหรออ้าว
All the gates have symbols, and there are symbols on the dial.
เราต้องเปิดตรงนี้ไหน
Revelio.
มันอ๋อนี่คือไปเปิดประตูนี้เหรอ กลมๆกับอินฟินิตี้อ๋อมันแยกกัน
That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
Lumos. Revelio.
ประตูไหนวะ
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did, and she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Revelio.
เดี๋ยวนะ เราจะเห็นประตูนั้นได้ไง
Lumos. Lumos.
อ๋อเดี๋ยวนี้ใช่ไหม
Not the welcoming sort, was he?
นายช่วยแบบรูมอสหน่อยได้ไหม
Excellent
มัน
work.
มืดมาก
We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
มันอะไร
The gate!
Revelio.
I think we're locked in.
Lumos.
Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
ตั้งใจคิด I heard a scream and saw
Ominous.
Crucio.
A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died.
Crucio.
This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
อันไงเซบาสเตียน
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak.
ได้
Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous, I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did.
จะต้องเสกครูชิโอ
He's
ใส่
to blame
ใส่
for
สักคน
many
ใน
unimaginable
นี้ถึง
things.
จะออกได้
I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture. I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
เซบาสเตียนฉันเกลี้ยกล่อมไม่สำเร็จช่วยดี
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
นี่เสกเลยไม่เดี๋ยวเราเจ็บเองเพื่อน
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Crucio
Ready?
พร้อมแล้วพร้อมแล้ว เจ็บปวดแล้วเกินเจ็บแค่นี้เหรอ ดูเหมือนไม่ค่อยเจ็บเท่าไหร่
Are
เลย
you all right?
That pain. It was excruciating, but I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it.
Revelio.
We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
ของเต็มอีกแล้ว น่าจะไปขายก่อน
Revelio.
ถ้ามีแบบให้ได้เอาวาราคิดาฟ้าใส่กันนี่แบบ ฉันใส่ได้เองให้รู้เองไหม
Revelio.
หมดแล้ว
What do you think?
Looks like a spell book of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We couldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
เดินเข้าไป พื่อน
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
เราออกคนเดียวเลย
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
เดี๋ยวไหนครูซิโอ ไม่ให้ใช้ได้ไม่ให้ใช้
Revelio.
Luke and Brattleby.
กับห้องต้องประสงค์ก่อนก็ได้
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
หน้าตาตลกเป็นบ้า ลองใส่ทรงนี้บ้างเลย ทำไมน้องคนนี้ไม่กินข้าว ข้าวก็อยู่ตรงนี้นะคะ ดทึดไม่น้องคนนี้เขาอยู่ไหน ต่อคิวเข้ามาเร็ว
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
เราจับยูนิคอร์นเล่นเมียได้เหมือนกันอย่างนี้ก็ผสมพันธุ์กันไม่ได้นะคุณ
Revelio.ไหนมีใครอยากเล่นของเล่น Wingardium Leviosa.
ไอ้เฮ้ยเนี่ยเขาเรียกมาแล้วว้าวแบ่งกันเล่นนะจ๊ะเด็กๆ
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
ก่อน
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio. Confringo.
ประตูนี้มัน
Incendio.
ไม้ขึ้นสีแดง
Revelio.
ปล่อยปิดกล่อง
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
ลองไปร้านขายเสื้อผ้าสิ
You're worrying far too much. Nobody's looking at you.
Look at that boy.
Why did you buy me a second pair? I hate these socks.
Naughty socks at that price
So
can't
if
be
your feet are
passed
smelly,
up.
you'll have to work it out for
I'd rather
yourself.
have no socks than be dancing like this.
You're not
บ่นกันยาวจัง
exercising.
Father, why is he dancing?
See? And you said the charms come out in the wash, but it hasn't.
Someone so dramatic, just like your father.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Oh, please, can't we take these socks back to Mr. Hill and get me some
When you
normal
pay
ones?
for your own socks, then you get to choose. Until then, you'll learn to be thrifty and behave. You're starting to cause a scene.
Papa, can we really wash charms out of things?
Don't be absurd. That woman will say anything to avoid spending her kanut. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise.
เป็นซ่อมเพิ่มมาหนึ่งเอง ยังแล้วกัน
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise.
จะถูกเหมือนกัน
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
จุดนี้ก็น่ารักดีนะ
whenever you're about. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
ทำเควสอะไรต่อดีนี่เดี๋ยวไปเล่นสัตว์มือต่อนะไหนๆก็มาของมินแล้วไปหาป๊อปปี้ก็ได้
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar. And Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
ไหนเราก็สนิทกันแล้วฉันจะบอกเธอก็ได้
Rookwood is working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Okay.
Alfred Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled.
อย่ามาแป๊บ มาต่ออืม
Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
ไหนรู้อะไรมา
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
เชื่อใจไหม
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
ควรบอกไหมน่าจะบอก
You
นะ
need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
เรื่องของนายแล้วกันนะฉันไม่เกี่ยว
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar,
มีพิ
Sebastian.
รุธมาก
I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
เดินชนเพื่อนอีกเอา
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless, They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
เหงาไหมไม่เหงาดึกแล้วถ้าง่วงก็ไปนอนนะครับหนูยังตาสว่างอยู่ อัปเกรดนี่เลยครูเซียวครูเซียวไม่มีขนดิฟเฟอร์แล้วต้องไปจับสินะแล้วไม่นอนต่อเหรอ
Dick thinks you should be proud.
หรือว่าตาสว่างแล้ว
Resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
เดี๋ยวทำไมมันมาร์กอะไรเนี่ยช่างมันแล้วกันอ๋อแล้วนั่นก็ตามมาร์กเราโอ้
So frustrating.
ดูท่าจะมีเรื่องกันนะตรงนี้
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees.
ฉัน
She
มา
sent men
ท
out
ำ
telling
อะ
me
ไร
that you have
ที่
been trying to
นี่
collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My
ไปไหน
little
จะไปนอนเหรอ
gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
อุ้ยดูแม่
I
ลูกเขา
must get
ทะเลาะ
to
กัน
class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
อ่า
So
ลูก
frustrating.
เกี่ยวอะไรด้วย
She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it.
เป็นแอนิมัสเหรอ
However,
โอเค
I am
เลย
an animagus,
แอนิ
and
มั
it
ส
is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin.
อยากเห็น
That
แปล
is
งร่าง
how
ให้
I
ดูหน่อย
managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
เฮ้ยเธอต้องสอนฉันหรือเปล่า ฉันอยากเป็นบ้าง
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
ไอตัวที่เป็น
She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
ภาษาไทยเรียกอะไรเชื่อกันแม่บอกให้เราช่วยเตือนแต่
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
มันจะเป็นอะไรมั่ง
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her. You know
เธอแปลงเป็นสัตว์หายากได้โคตรเท่เลย
in Hogsmeade.
มันมากไปไหนเนี่ยจะเอามาร์กออกยังไงนะ ไปเควสหลักเลยดีกว่ามิดนายพูดภาษากัปลินได้ใช่ไหมฉันขอยืมตัวนายหน่อยเซ
This game's the best one ever.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course! How exciting! I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me.
สมกับเป็นเลเวนคลาว
Self-taught and all.
กับบดิกุกเนาะชื่อน่ารักนะกับบดิกุก
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first.
Couple.
So I will meet you there.
ไป
Revelio.
กดคุยได้อีกเหรออ้าวหายไปไหนแล้วนายคุยหน่อย
Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting your friend Lodgok.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Couple. เจอกันที่ไหนนะโอ้ไกลอยู่เด้อก็ไปที่กุ๊ก
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Could it be the Merlin trial?
บินไปหนูบิน
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help.
เดี๋ยวขอไว้นี่ก่อน
Meet me outside Feldcroft,
จ
near
อ
the
ด
catacomb.
น้องไปจอดตรงนู้นได้ไหม
Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark.
โอ้ยงั้นต้องรอให้กลางคืน
Knowing Amit, he's likely studied here. Revelio.
โหโดดส่งแค่นี้แบบว่าเลื่อนรถติดหนึ่งเก่งจริงสมกับเป็นจอมเวทนี่คืออะไรเฮ้ยทำไมเก็บไม่ได้ทำไมเก็บไม่ได้ช่าง
Confringo. Incendio.
Hehehe ก็มันเก่งๆงั้นเลื่อนรถติดเดียวเองโดดตั้งสูงถ้าเกมอื่นนะ
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
What are you up to
Revelio.
now?
อันนี้ยากไหมดูสิ
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
แบบนั้นเมื่อกี้ลูกบอลอยู่
Revelio.
นี่แล้วอันนั้นคืออันนั้นก็กล่องเหรอจะเอายังไงจากข้างล่างแล้ว
Revelio.
อ้าวไม่ลูกบอลตกไปไหนOh no
I should investigate.
Oh noมันอยู่ตรงนี้ก็ว่าหาไม่เจอเพราะฉะนั้นดีแหละที่มันร่วงลงมาไปข้างหน้า
Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio.
Revelio ใครคือบาบาร่าหยุดพูดไปเลยบาบาร่าตัวหนูชื่อเฮลดาใครคือบาบาร่ากอร์ดอน จะไปยังไงจ้างมันทำเควสดีกว่าสวัสดีฮะ
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the
อันนั้น
details
ก็ไม่ใช่คน
surrounding its plunder, he
ก็แค่
presumed I'd had help
ต
from a
กมาขนาด
witch
นั้น
or wizard in retrieving it.
อ๋อไม่ในกระแทกมันมีสลิงไงพี่มันเลยแบบไม่เจ็บอันนี้แบบโดดตุบลงไป เลือดลดจึงเดียว
How else did he expect Goblin Kind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But he's...
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a
สำเนียง
bit
ยังไม่ค่อยดี
off. I
นะ
imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
I can, sir.
ถ้าให้อ่านได้
Just, Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
ให้
We
อ่านได้
need
แต่อย่าให้พู
some
ด
idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your
เรา
return.
จะสเตล
I
สเตล
shall
ไม่แตก
see
แน่นอน
you
เชื่อ
soon.
ผมไปเชื่อได้ไหม ทางที่ดีมีไม่เดิน ต้องมาทางยาก
The door is looking at us. Revelio.
พัชชา
Right. Don't wish to be
Oi.
seen, do we?
ขอเก็บก่อน
Revelio.
เอ๊ะทำไมมันไม่แตกเปิดอย่างนี้เมื่อกี้ประตูเปิดอัดหน้า ใช่หรือไม่
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelia.
จะเตลไปก่อนแล้วกัน
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Revelia. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
โอ้ยกระตุกไปสิยัง
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelia.
ตรงนั้นคือ
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accio. Revelia. Accio.
เฮ้ยได้ยินเสียงกับวิน
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
เฮ้ยอย่าสงสัยนะ
Watch your step round here.
ไอ้นี่มันดันหันหน้า
What's a human doing here? You are much bone in the mist. Find us. Let's get this.
Descender.
เฮ้ย
Bedrock. No. This is a human. No! I'm a goblin.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
โอ้ชัดเต็มแบบแอคเกียว
We're being watched by a door.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Revelia.
ไปต่อ
So as long as we can be seen by that eye.
หนูดีจ้า
Revelia.
เฮ้ยข้างบนนั้นมันไปได้เหรอ ไปยังไงอ่ะจะปีนตรงนี้ได้ไหม ไม่
Revelia.
เอ๊ะมันเข้ายังไงนะ อ๋อนี่ไงมันเปิดแล้ว
Revelia.
Medium reviews.
Revelio.
Character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
อยู่กันเยอะเชียว
Who's there?
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Tony คือทางอะไรไม่เคยมา
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
So many นะ นายไม่เห็นฉันหรอก ไม่มีใครเห็นใครไม่มีบ้าเปล่าตาฟาด โอ้เชิดทำไมมันเห็นได้ไงไอ้ขี้โกงเฮ้ยอยากลองใช้คาถานี่ลงครูเซียว นายเองก็อยากโดนครูซิโอเลยครูซิโอแม่ให้บังบาดาใส่ไม่ได้เลยคือ
Oh, this really is too much.
บอก XP
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio.
Another schematic. I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
ไวกว่านี้เดินไวกว่านี้สิ
The boiler activated that handle. See it?
Revelio. Confringo.
ทางนี้ไปไม่ได้เหรอ
Incendio. Pulso.
มีอีกทางที่เราไม่ได้ไปใช่ไหม
Revelio.
ไปข้างบนไม่ทางนี้ปะเอ๊ะไม่ใช่หรอ
Revelio.
How nice of you to stop by.
เดียว
Descendo.
Revelio.
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really.
มาจากไหนตัว
I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind.
อ๋อทางนี้
Revelio.
Yes, of course.
Revelio.
ว้าวว้าวว้าวอยู่กันเยอะเชียว
Revelio. Totalis.
What was that? Feel as though I'm not alone.
ทำไมไม่หันไปอ่ะหันไปดิ โอ้ไม่เป็นไร
Quiet as grapple, you are.
Somebody there?
บวกเลยอยากบวก
What's the point of this exactly? Release me!
Descendo.
Crucio นายจะไม่ไปฟ้องคนอื่นใช่ไหมว่าฉันใช้คาถานี้ ใช่ไหม
Many of them are there.
That should be the last of them, Amit. Revelio.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Confringo.
ต้องกระซิบได้กระดาคันฟริโก
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
ทางออกที่เร็วกว่านี้อย่างนั้นเหรอนี่แน่ๆเลยใช่
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
เฮ้ย ตรงนั้นมีของข้างบนเหรอ
Alohomora.
นักเรียนเวลสองมาแล้ว Alohomora
Revelio.
ของอ้วหมดเลย แค่นี้เหรอ โอเค โอ้ยกดเพชรไม่นะ
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Revelio.
ออกทางไหนนะฮะแล้วมันบอกทางนั้นเหรอ โอเค อ๋อ โอเค งงแมป
Can we please talk about what just happened?
อ่ะเราจะคุยเรื่องที่ฉันใช้ครูซิโออย่างนั้นเหรอ
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with
fear or disdain. But instead, she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor
คือมิเรียม
Fitzroy.
เหรอ
He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know.
เฮ้ยดูดีเทล
After
ช็อต
that,
เมื่อกี้
something
ดิ
shifted in me.
มีหิมะด้วยหิมะตกใส่
I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
ได้หมวกลิสเนอรี่เพิ่มมา2 อัน Imperial ไป เควสย่อยเต็มประมงมันคือห้องไหนวะ ลืมละ นี่ปะน่าจะใช่ อ๋อบ้าจริงไม่ไปตรงนู้นโอเค
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
บินไปเลยเฮ้ยต้องขี่ไม่กวาดละ
Next time I see Irondale's not half as tough as it sounds.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't, I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Revelio.
Yep.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Spiders aren't insects. Confringo.
Don't start.
Confringo.
เอ้ยในนั้นมีแมงมุม
Revelio. Accio.
แมงมุม
Opening all of these is
ได้ตัวนั้น
Revelio.
We're here for a reason. I'd say open. This room is taller than it looks.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous lock. Brilliant.
ขอบคุณที่ชม ลงไปมีกล่องและเราไม่ได้อยู่คนเดียว
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an old
เข้ายังไงตรงนั้น
bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar. Revelio. Confringo.
นี่คืออะไร
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Guardia Leviosa.
โอ้ยเจ็บ
Accio. Guardia Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
ได้ยังโอ้ยขึ้น
I need to find a safe way across. Accio.
มันไม่ได้ไว้ตรงนี้ค่ะ
Revelio.
มันลงไปข้างล่าง
Accio. Guardia Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Incendio.
ทำไงวะ
Incendio. Revelio.
ก่อนนั้นทำไงวะลืม
Revelio.
หัวกะโหลกปะ
Revelio.
หน้าหัวกะโหลกมันอยู่อันหนึ่งแล้ว มันเมื่อกี้ทำตั้งนานไม่ได้ไม่โดนล้วงมันไม่ได้
Revelio.
ประกอบมันประกอบยังไงลงแล้วRevelio. ทำไมมันยากจัง อ้าวแย่ละไม่ถึงอ่ะกระโดดข้ามได้เลยมาเดี๋ยวปะไม่ใช่จะเสียเวลาทำไมเยี่ยมโดนแก
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Revelio.
Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or, in this case, no bone. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Leviosa.
กระดูกมาเสิร์ฟพระเจ้า
Revelio.
เอาตรงนี้
That's a bone rattle.
นี่ไปได้แล้วแหละ
You've done it. I knew we'd get
Revelio.
through. I felt it in my bones.
Feel it in my bones.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
รู้ได้ไงเนี่ย
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you.
แอบ
It's
เรียน
not
กันค่ะ
exactly
ต้อง
something
ห้า
I can
ม
brag about, but it may come in
โดน
handy.
จับเข้าอัสคาบัน
I
แน่
think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
จริงเปล่านี่
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
อ่าจริงใส่ไว้ช่องนี้เลยก็ได้นะ ลองอยากลอง เฮ้ยอ๋อมันตามเรา อิวแมงมุมแมงมุมนั่นมันมีอะไรอยู่เยอะจังเลยตายใช่ไหมขนาดแมงมุมยังกินร้องได้
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Revelio. Confringo.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Revelio.
นี่ห่างตันเหรอ
Bombarda.
Another barricade.
Revelio.
Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How good?
I tried. This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Revelio.
That worked. Keep going.
Revelio.
Ah, the big end.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Here. Revelio. Sebastian, the relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Uh-oh.
Is that ominous?
เราทำไมที่นี่ล่ะ
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
ดูท่าเราแบบดูผู้ดีอ่ะกะ
You're
ตะกะตะ
right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
แล้วก็
I
เอา
do
ง่าย
think
เนาะ
we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on. Revelio.
ต้องกลับทางเดิมอย่างนั้นเหรอ อันนี้เราไม่ได้ไปหรอ
Confringo.
เดินไปได้เลยนี่หว่าไม่ใช่
Revelio.
ทางไหนอ่ะ
Revelio.
ใช่อันนี้คือห้องเมื่อกี้
Well, what happened back there?
Omnis and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Thank มาทางนี้ล่ะ เป็นวงกลมจริงกลับมาทางเดิม
Revelio.
คือทางเมื่อกี้ตึ๊ดเฮ้ยงงหลงทางโอ้ my god เฮ้ยทำไมวิ่งอ๋อทางนี้ใช่ไหม
Revelio.
Watch your
ห้อง
step.
อะไร
I nearly slipped there. All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Revelio.
Yay, หาทางออกเจอแล้ว
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. It's a Feldcroft. I'd rather Anne not know what to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Over there, by the hamlets. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Easily diverted. Pity. Not quite.
I should have been.
Let's get it.
Why is coming back this way?
Got him! They're closing in!
Pringle! Let it back! You're not here.
Bastion! Be careful! Mine!
That was You almost had a lucky weakness. If you could best the likes of me.
มาให้กดปิดปุ่ม
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlets. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
I've been fighting since before you were born. When are you going to give up? You won't take a lot more than that.
There's nowhere to go.
Got it! I won't rest. One Pringle! Making this 2 weeks.
You're not good here. Got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
Hustling it.
ให้สโลว์เหรอ ถ้าสโลว์ก็สกิลไม่มีละ
Keep out the way.
Go!
Keep out short reach.
Ah!
ทำอะไรอ่ะ ใช้ Imperial มันแทงตัวเองนี่นายใช้กระดาษต้องฆ่าเหมือนกันเหรอ
Boy, what have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
No.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio. Bombarda.
was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
แต่เราน่ะไม่โดนจับหรอกนะ
Alohomora.
ใช่ไหมเราคงไม่โดนจับหรอก ไม่งั้นจะเล่นต่อไงอะส่งเข้าอัสกาบัน
What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio.
Oh, demiguise.
Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
ลายสวยจัง อันนี้คือเควสใหม่ละป่ะ โอ้โหเจ็บเจ็บ84ใช่เลยหน้ากากฮาร์ดร็อกเกอร์ โอ้นี่เพิ่มเลือด เอาอันนี้ดีกว่ามาให้
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
โอเควันนี้ปิดสตรีมไว้เท่านี้แล้วกันบ๊ายบายฝันดีฝันดีตาผาตู่